All right, my friends, I thought it'd be pretty fun today to do a scenario if Pat should do a Roth contribution to his 401k or the traditional 401k instead. So we're going to look at this and see what the numbers look like at the end of the scenario of Pat's working career and see what is better. Pat could be a lady. Remember Pat from Saturday Night Live? So we're going to look at Pat. Should he do or she a Roth or a traditional contribution to the 401k? So don't forget to subscribe. If you like what you see here at Heritage Wealth Planning, thumbs up, share the video, the whole thing. And let's dive right into this. I think it'll be interesting. So first and foremost, I can't remember how old we have Pat. So let's hit profile, family, and we got Pat at 61. I want him to be 61. We're going to say he is 51. So we're going to be born in 1968. All right. So Pat is 51, and his goals are going to be to retire at, we'll say 65 for simplicity. And that's when he'll take Social Security. All right. So retirement expenses, retirement healthcare costs, we're going to say $4,000 a month. And today's numbers, we hit save. All right, monthly expenses at retirement. Now, Pat's single, by the way, single. All right, so he's got income right here of, we're going to get rid of that pension income. We're going to get rid of, there we go. We're going to say his income. Do I got to add an income? Yeah, retirement age, 65, good. Income, let's make this just regular income. Let's see here. We're going to get rid of that. Yeah, Social Security, gotcha. All right, so we're going to add income, salary. We'll say Pat's making $75,000 a year. All right, $75,000 a year. And he'll do it until he retires. All right, blink. And we're going to say he gets we'll say a 2% raise each and every year. All right. All right, blink. 75, good. All right, so that's good. So, all right, so basically what we're doing here is pretty simple stuff. But we got Pat. He's got net worth right now of what do we got? Let's take that down a little bit. Let's say $400,000. All right, so let's say $400,000 in his 401k right now. All right, let's save that guy. Or 450, that'd be good. So Pat's got 450. And let's take it down to 400,000. Let's say 25 would be 25,000 shares. I'm thinking. Blink. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. All right. So now we got Pat. He's making 75,000. What state do I got Pat living in? Actually, I think I have him living in New Jersey. Let's see here. Is that right? In Florida. So let's have Pat living in New Jersey. All right. Blink. All right, there we go. So we got Pat. He's 51, or she lives in New Jersey, makes $75,000 a year. His net worth consists of solely his 401k. At this stage, it doesn't matter about the investment property just because there's no tax deductions anyway. And I'm not really all that concerned about the income. We'll say his expenses are, we can say, $3,000 a month. Perfect. I like that. All right, single guy, that probably makes sense. So let's see what we're looking at here. So now what we're going to do is for savings, we got Pat's 401k, and then we got Pat's Roth 401k. So right now we're just putting his max amount he can put by year into his 401k, and the company's matching 3%. So let's see what that looks like when we go to retirement, and it'll be 100%. So all I really want to care about is what it looks like for retirement. So let's take a look here. All right, so Pat has got 75,000 coming in, 36,000 for expenses, but his total inflows are 75,000. He's paying 11,000 in tax, and he's saving 25,000 a year, and he's spending his unsaved cash flows. Now he's going to a little bit of a deficit in which he's tapping into his investment accounts to pay that right there. All right, so and here is when he retires right there. Okay. So basically what's happening is Pat's he's got surpluses coming in, which he's spending. He's got deficits going out, which he's tapping into his savings account to pay for. And that looks good. All right, so we got 75, 76. Looks good there. Tax payment plan savings. That's his 401k. So now let's take a look at his accounts. And we're going to see ending balance 422. Taxable accounts, there you go. Taxable accounts go down to zero when he hits 62. So at that point, he's going to have to reduce his income. But for what we're doing here, it doesn't matter. 422,471. So his account's growing pretty significantly. So now when he's 65 years old, it's 1.22 million. Actually, not too shabby. So he's at what, 400,000 today, 350, something like that. Putting 25,000 a year in. Each and every year is at 1.22 million when he is 65 years old. All right, let's see the addition to accounts. We got his putting his money in, 27,250, of which 25,000 is his, and his company's matching 3%, and all that's being vested. And then you see it stops right there at 2,033. All right, let's keep going down, and we're going to show you withdrawals from accounts. This is where taking the money from the taxable accounts to make up the difference he had in terms of his cash flow. Remember, he had excess or deficits here. He's taking it out. Now, when he hits at 63, he's taking it from his 401k. And then he's going to start, actually, he's going to put less into his 401k. Is literally what's happening here. And now he's taking it because he retired at 65. He's going to take it solely from his 401k. And then we're going to have, let's see. All right, cool. That looks good. And we're just going to go to other accounts. Let's just go ending balance by accounts. And here is his, let me move this out of the way. Taxable accounts is 401k, and his taxable accounts are growing each and every year. Why? Because he has required minimum distributions that are going into his taxable accounts. And they're growing and growing and growing, and you can see it's growing pretty significantly. All right, so what I want to see is the tax situation. So let's take a look here. I want to write this down because one thing they don't do on Right Capital is drive me crazy. I wish they'd just give you a tally of the taxes down here, but they don't. So we got Pat live until he's 95. Actually, when did I have him taking Social Security? I can't remember. I think it was 70 income. Yeah, 70. Okay. All right, good. So we have him taking Social Security at 70. So let's take a look at the taxes that he's going to pay. We're going to go back to cash flows. And we're going to go to taxes. All right, so he's not paying much while he's working because he's only making $75,000 a year. States, 4,300 the state, the feds, 1,200 the state, and more is going to FICA than anything. So that the FICA is the bulk of his taxes. And then he stops working right here. And so now he's still got Fed taxes because he's pulling money from his 401k, 7,000. So when he's 70 years old, he has 9,000 of tax and nothing to the state of New Jersey. He starts getting a little bit more to the state of New Jersey. So let's take a couple of numbers down, shall we? We're going to say when he is 70 and 2038, he's got 9,064 to the feds, 0 to the state. At 2043, he's got 15,279 to the feds and 39 to the state. In 2048, he's got 20,272 to the feds and 121 to the state. And finally, in 2053, or not finally, 25,306, 229. So the state of New Jersey isn't getting them much. And in 2058, is 29,940 and 363. I'm assuming it's still that one thing said New Jersey. The state tax here leaves a lot to be desired, actually, but we'll just go with it. Not fine with that. They have him. Let's just make sure I got him living in New Jersey. I did. I put him in. Yeah, I put him in New Jersey. Right. Yeah, okay. All right, so now we're going to go back to retirement. That's what happens when he has his 401k. Let's see what it looks like from a tax perspective on the graph here. Yeah, he's paying. So in 2000, when he's 75 years old, he's paying 13% in taxes. When he's 80 years old, he's paying 14.4. When he's 85, he's paying 15 even. When he's 90, he's paying 15.2. And then so basically 15%. All right, good. So he's paying 15% roughly in taxes. Now on the front end, he's only paying to the feds 8.7 and the state 2.4. So when he's working, we'll just say 55. He's paying 55. That's 2,000. I'm sorry, he's paying 8.6 to the feds and 2.4 to New Jersey. And then at 60, he's paying 10%, 10.6 to the Feds and 2.3 to New Jersey. Look at that FICA, man. That's painful for sure. Why is that so high? Good night. That doesn't make sense to me. Why is that FICA so high? Hey, either way, do I have him self-employed? I can't. Either way, that's what at this stage I don't care. I just want to know about the end result of the taxes that he's paying. So now let's go to a distribution. We'll go to 2038. Oops. I'm going to go here to 2038 and look at the details. 2038. I want to see the tax brackets. Boink. All right. And so here we got Social Security benefits of 58,000, of which 37,000 is taxed. So 2038, 58K Social Security, 38K taxable. He's got 44,000 of IRA distributions, and his total adjusted gross income is 82,000. And his taxable income is 63,000, and then his taxes are $9,000. Okay. Now, a couple things. Guy pointed out today, qualified business income, that 6473 is not his QBI. That's just his personal exemptions. They're going to have to revisit doing the software to make this tax return revert back to the pre-Trump tax bill. So right now, that's just his personal exemption, even though it does say QBI. It's not QBI. It's just personal exemption, but they just got to revert back to the previous tax returns, what we're using last year. So don't let that fool you here. All right, so let's go to 2043 and see what we're looking at. So 2043, Social Security is 65K, of which 54K is taxable. Yikes. 55,000. IRA distribution, 113 is his AGI, and what's that right there? 2B, taxable interest, because he's getting some money in the savings account, or his taxable accounts, and then he's got AGI 113, and he's got 15,000 in taxes. Okay, cool. All right, so now that's interesting to me. So what we want to do now is let's change this over from a traditional into his 401k into a Roth contribution. So what we're going to do is going to savings, and we're going to get rid of this right here, and we're going to put nothing. We're going to say annual dollar amount, nothing right there. All right. Now he still get the employer match of 3%. So we're going to do Roth 401k. And we're going to say max. Yep, there we go. Already started. Employer match. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. Actually, I got to go back and eliminate that right there. Oops. Got to eliminate this right here. And we'll say 0 there. Okay, cool. Just don't want to be double dipping on that. Let's see what happens. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. So let's take a look. All right, so now we're going to go to retirement. And let's see how this shakes out. It'll be pretty interesting to see for sure. All right, so let's go to cash flows. And we're going to go to accounts because I want to see how it looks like. Yeah, okay, cool. There's a Roth. That's his money going in. Let's go to additions to accounts. Yeah, there's this match. Perfect. So it's employer match is going there. His Roth is going here. All right, that's good. I like seeing that for sure. Now let's take a look at the taxes. Actually, the first thing we're going to do is look at this guy here. I want to see all right, so here's paying more in taxes. Remember last time when he was 55, he paid 8.6 to the feds and 2.4 to the New Jersey. Now it's 14.4 to the feds and 3.2 to New Jersey. And his FICA is 7.1. Why is a FICA that much different? I don't know. That's interesting to me. Why would the FICA be that much different? 7.1%. I don't get that. I have to dive into that some, but let's just keep going forward. So 60, he's paying 16.6 to the feds and 2.9 to New Jersey. So before he was paying 8.6 to New Jersey and 2.4 to the feds when he was 55. Now at 55, he's paying 14.4 to the feds and 3.2 to New Jersey. At 60, he's now paying 16.6 to the feds and 2.9 in New Jersey, whereas before he's paying 10.6 to the feds and 2.3. So New Jersey is pretty much the same for the most part. Not exactly the same, but close enough. And the feds are significantly higher now because he has more taxable income. That $25,000 is being taxed. Still don't get that FICA thing. I have to dive into that some. Now, at 65, he's paying 10.4% to the feds, and was that 2038, right? Where let's tell you what. So now he's going down here. Look at this. So now he's got 6.4, 7.8.6. So pretty good. So now let's take a look at his detail. I want to go to retirement. I want to go to cash flows. And we're going to go to tax payment at 2038. So here we got 2038. He's got Social Security kicking in, and he's got his IRA, his IRA distribution, his 401k distribution. All right, so he's got Social Security and his 401k distribution. His total income is $94,000. Total expenses are $70,000, and his taxes are $576. Look at that, $576 in taxes right there. Total outflow is $71,000. So he's saving a lot more. These net flows are going back and being saved into his taxable account. So that's pretty sweet. So here you got net flows. He's got to come up with the money someplace from here to come up with it. But at the end of the day, he's got $58,000 coming in from Social Security, $36,000 from his IRA distribution. Total income is $94,000, of which $70,000 is going out to expenses right here, and his taxes are all $576. Not too shabby, that's for sure. And that's 2038. So let's take a look, and let's go to 2043. He's got, before he had 9,064 going into the feds in taxes right here. 9,064. So he saved basically $8,500 in taxes. And when he's 75, he's got 2,250 going to taxes, where before is 15,279 to taxes to the feds. Man, that's crazy. When he's 80, he's got 5,130 going to taxes. Before is 20,272. All right. And then when he's down here at 85, he's got 8,717 going to the tax feds, whereas before is 25,306. And then when he's 90, he's got 12,506 going to the feds in taxes. Before it's 29,000. So basically, we're talking 20,000 more in taxes each and every year to the feds when he did not do the Roth. So if we go down here, look, there's no state income tax. He's paying a little bit here. We're talking a couple $100. Whoop-de-flip and do. All right, so let's go back. We're just gonna. I wish I could just do this on a spreadsheet. Let's see if I wonder if I can. Let's open up a spreadsheet here and copy that. We're going to go here. We're going to try to open up a spreadsheet, see what I can do. I'm going to pause this spreadsheet going. We can actually tally these up. So here are federal taxes, and we're going to scroll down total, and we're going to we're going to sum these guys up to get a gauge of how much this was. You ready? All right, let's sum these guys up here. All right, so here we go. And 400, okay. So let's go over here and do these guys too. 43. That's 15,800. All right, so here we go. We got 417,000 in federal tax. This is with the Roth. Let me show you with the Roth. 417,000 in federal taxes, 43,000 in state, and FICA is 84,229. Total taxes are 544,000. All right, so now let's go back, and we're going to change back from a Roth to actually, here, let me just do this real quick. It was savings. We're going to change this back to the traditional from the Roth. So let's do this. We're going to do max, and we got 3% going in. Boink. Oops. All right, there we go. And let's just cancel this one out. We'll say annual dollar is 0, and we'll say nothing there. I'm not even sure you have to do that, but we're just leave no stone unturned, my friends. All right, so cool. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to see the difference. And it's going to be fun. All right, so let's go to cash flows, and we're going to highlight all this, and we're going to bring it on down right there. Okay. Let's go back to the spreadsheet. Put this guy here. All right, so what did I do here? I didn't. Did I do the tax? No, I didn't do tax. I got to do tax. That's what we got to do. Got to do tax. There we go. Seen wrong. Okay, boink. There we go. And I think I have to go one off right there for some weird reason. So let's click on that guy and scroll up. There we go. Yep. Boink. Let's see what we got. All right. All right, cool. So we're just going to say that's 33,700. 700. All right, so now we're going to go sum. Boink. All right, here we stop right there. We go. Oops. All right. Yeah. All right, screw that one up. All right, so go down here, and we're going to go all the way down. Till this guy, old Pat, dies right there, 95 years old. 6'9". Whoa, look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. 798,000 more in taxes from not doing the Roth. I mean, not more, but that's $250,000 more. So he pays a little bit more on the front end here, and he pays a heck of a lot less on the back end here, but he's only paying $14,000 when he's 93, and here he's paying $32,000. He's paying $450 here to the state, and here he's paying, actually it's just the same as the state. Again, I don't trust the state so much. Here's his total tax. I mean, look at that. $14,684 and 93 years old. And here he's paying $32,895. That's nuts. That is nuts. All right. So let's, first of all, let's just make sure this is correct. Ending balance. Yeah, 401k right there. Let's make sure it's adding to the accounts. Yeah, there you go. That's 25,000 plus the match. Same investments and everything. All right. All right, let's see what the net worth is when he's dead. Here it's 1.682 million. 1.015 in taxable accounts, 666 in 401k. All right, let's go back to profile. I forgot what it was. Now I got to write that down. I forgot. Net worth. 666, I think, right? I said 666 and oops. Just go here. Yeah, 1.015 tax and 666 401k. All right, so let's go to profile, change it back to the Roth as opposed to what we're doing before. Savings, and we're going to go to employer plan. Maximum contributions. We're going to put the 3%. Crack how? Did it catch? No, didn't catch, man. 3% crack. Dude, kill me. All right, there we go. All right there. We're going to go over here and just eliminate all this to make sure we don't double dip. We'll put zeros there. It looks good. And we'll put zeros there. And that looks good. All right. So, I mean, if you're paying $250,000 less in taxes, I think your net worth would be at least $250,000 more. Let's take a look. Net worth. Yeah, well, 1 point. So here we got 543,000 in. That doesn't look like it. Assets. Oops. Counts. Hold on just a second. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So we got, yes, okay. So here we got, oops, I won't go net worth. Here, 1.66 million too. So you still got 1.664 million here. We got 1.121 million in taxable accounts and 543,000 in Roth, right? But roughly Roth. That's not going to all be in Roth. I think part of that was, let's see, how much of that 543 was in Roth? 348 was in Roth, and 194 in 401k. So think about this, my friends. This is so. I don't know if I can. I don't think it's going to work. I wonder if. I don't think I can fast forward to make this the investment tax allocation. I don't think it'll do it in the future. I don't. Yeah, it's too bad. But anyway, think about this. So when this guy dies, he's going to have 194,000 in this account, 348,000 in this account, and 1.12 million in that account. So not only did he pay $250,000 less in taxes, he has the same amount of money as the other guy did, who paid $250,000 more in taxes. But the other guy's got 1.015 million here and 666 there. Why is that a big deal? If he's leaving it to heirs, 666 is going to be taxed at whatever the heir's tax bracket is, where this guy's only have 194 tax. So not only does he pay 250,000 less in taxes, but he's going to leave hundreds of thousands or more. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm curious too. Let's see if they got the same income. So if you're leaving money to heirs, the Roth is what you want, because don't forget, the Roth transfers tax free to the heirs, and taxable accounts transfer tax free to heirs because of what's called step up basis. So we go to cash flows. Should be the same cash flows, I'm thinking. Total income flows. No, it won't be the same cash flows because the other has the RMDs. So the total income flows. Let's just do this. Let's see if I can't copy and paste this right here. Let's see if that works. Blink. Let me come down here. I'm not sure if this is going to work. We shall see. Thinking. Oh, sweet. I did. So all I want to do is income inflows, total inflows right here. So we want to go F, and we're going to go down to right there. We're going to sum all that up. We're going to go up here and see what our total income flows were. Okay. 4.164 million. Oh, there's our total tax. We could have just done that. I didn't even think about that. There's our total alpha. That's all right. I don't know if I want to. Well, let's just do it. Might as well. All right. So let's just go back and do it without the Roth. I don't think this is actually the same assessment because they're not taking inflows from Roth distributions. They're not showing as an inflow because it's not taxed. So they're not showing as an inflow from a tax perspective. But let's just do it anyway. We'll just change this around. No big deal, and see what we come up with. Income, savings. That's what we want. Pre-tax. There we go. Max. We get 3% here. And then we're going to go back over here and get rid of this guy. Blink. Blink. And get rid of that guy. Blink. All right. Let's see what we got for inflows. Cash flows. Okay. I have no clue what this is going to look like. Keep going. Right there. 5.038 million. This is without the Roth. So we got more money coming in, and that's to pay for the taxes, right? And the IRA, RMDs, more money going over here to the RMDs to pay the taxes, which puts more money in the taxable account, which is actually, we got 121,000 more in the taxable account than we did in the other taxable account for the Roth when we're doing the Roth. So we got more inflows because we got to pay the RMDs. And here are your planned distributions, which is your RMDs, required distributions, which are taxable as income. And so we have more income flows, but we also means we have a whole lot more taxes as well. And at the end of the day, we're netting out the exact same roughly for a net worth, but we paid $250,000 less with a Roth and taxes, and we're going to probably leave $250,000 more after taxes. On top of that, let's just one last thing. I want to go back to Social Security because I think this is critically important to understand as well. Because we're going to have the same inflows from Social Security, right? But the inflows from a perspective of Social Security taxation is a whole lot different. So let's just go to we're going to go here. All right, so we're going to go to 0 on this guy. Oops, dollar amount, nothing. And boink, and we're going to go to the Roth. Oops. And 3%. I hope this thing saves. All right. So now I want to pull a tax from 2043. Let's see what we got in 2043. Tax return. Yeah, look at that, man. You got 65,000 coming in from Social Security benefits, of which only 20,919 is taxable. Where the other way before is like, what do I have? 65,000 coming in from Social Security benefits, where 54,000 is taxable. So the income inflows isn't reflective of what you need. It's just reflected more taxation. So you might have more income inflows, which just seems good, but that leads to more taxation. I'd much rather have less income inflows and less taxes than more income inflows and more taxes if I don't need the income inflows to begin with. I have a lot to chomp on. I know it's a long video, but this is interesting to me. I'm going to dive into this a little bit deeper too because I like it, and I don't even know if this is going to save. Sometimes when I do a large file like this, it doesn't save, but interesting. So if you like what you see, subscribe down below. Thumbs up always helps. Share the video. Let people know about the Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel. As always, if you find value out of this, I take donations. Just go to heritagewealthplanning.com. Scroll down to the very bottom. You'll see the place that says donate. And by all means, do so. I'm much obliged. And of course, think about Roth versus traditional. I think this is a good starting point for sure. And we haven't even got into the various taxes on Medicare premiums and other things as well, which we'll get into in future videos too. So we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.